It's week 6 of the NFL, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Blues and the Saints on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in their team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator of the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 40 yards. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 61 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play and wanted their first test in containing a quarterback on the run.
This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on the field was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job as long for the guy who is. is because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over first and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Going deep here for Watkins. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback scared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
So here are the Saints to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They go play action here on first down. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. In motion right, Olave. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll go Madison up the middle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When you look at this defense, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On first down, they'll drop to throw. throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deontay Hardy, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Going right side here, and that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. second quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they switch it up here and look to throw. That one completes it again. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Patterson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that 1st quarter and come back with their 1st points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. In motion goes the tight end. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That pass is caught by Hardy. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Running from the shotgun with Madison. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Another carry now for Madison. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll set up a throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Quick kick-hitter here. It's complete. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw here. Got a man. That's Leggett. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Matt Arisen now on to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Go, take it to the house.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Okay, let's make some good plays today. Come on.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. The Blues offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. That's a screen pass. That's good play. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of the... On 4th down, Matt Arisa is sent on to punt. Here's Hardy set to return. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. The Saints offense and Chris Olave getting set to take over once more. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the handoff, it's Madison, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Oh, look at the juke. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee, and that's caught inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital, a big test for the Washington Commanders as they get set to take on the Dallas Cowboys. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Houston Texans. And lastly, we'll be tuned in on Sunday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we've got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. We say we use them to start the second half and get us going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
The play fake, now Young. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Blues are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now we give to Madison. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. Toronto's offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now here's Young. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. It's Young off play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now Young. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5. They'll throw again. Young. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Young going to give to Brooks. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Young. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Young will set to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Patterson's kick is good, and with it, they have taken the lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hardy. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long. Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it with Madison. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Show what we are made of, offense.
Going to run with Madison again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
It's 3rd and 11.
Looking to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On the throw, not him too much that time. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Young now. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one taken in by Olave. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Marcus Davenport make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Rookie for the Saints field goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3. Young to throw it. Being chased out left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Throwing, Young. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. running right through it. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. The offense on third down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Second and 3. Over the middle, complete. That's Harding. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In motion is Hardy. Back to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Back to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for New Orleans. This is taken at the 18. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, they had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 3rd and 8. To throw, Young. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Brzee, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Going on the ground with Madison. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They'll set up to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On play action, they'll throw. That pass is caught by Hardy. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run with Madison. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Here's Madison. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's second down and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alexander Madison punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Groupie able to add the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, a little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Dancing to his left. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. Back to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for New Orleans, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Toronto, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.